Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be building a simplified version of React DOM. So what we'll be doing is we'll be using a package called React Reconciler to build our own React DOM. I've already installed it, as you can see as a dependency here, React Reconciler. Okay, and the main goal is to basically be able to execute this, basically be able to have this UI where we have an image where we can, whenever we click on it, we are able to go to different links. Whenever we are clicking on this button, or you can say whatever here, basically it's updating the state. Okay, that's the main goal. Okay, let me refresh it. So for this, what we'll be doing is we'll be coming here and I'll just create a folder here, render and with index.js file. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do is let me import React reconciler. I just React reconciler. Okay. And so we need to do a couple of things here. First of all, I'll be declaring a uh, post config. Okay. It's just going to be an object for now. And we are going to be passing it to the reconciler, post config. And let me write something here. Const reconciler instance equal to reconciler host config. Okay, and I'll be having the render method like we have for the main.jsx file. Okay, as you can see, this render method. So for that, I'll be just writing what const custom renderer equal to what render. I'll be getting couple of parameters here, or you can say argument in this case. Render DOM fallback. Okay, and without going into too much details, okay, I'll just write this line of a couple of lines of code, okay, which are nothing but which we get from basically reconciler. One is the create container, to which we need to just pass the container, which is nothing but render DOM in our case. And the second argument I'm going to be passing false. I think it's for async rendering, I guess, but we don't need for our simplified example. And the second important thing is we have to write update container and we need to pass couple of things to it. First is the element, second is the container, third and fourth I'm just passing null form. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be using this our own, we'll be basically replacing the React DOM with our own custom render in main.jsx. So what I'll do is just comment this code for now, paste it here, and instead of writing this, just copy this part. Okay, like custom renderer. Okay, I understood what's the issue here. I need to export first. Export default custom render. So now let's do custom renderer dot render document dot get element by ID. I'll just remove the React script mode. Okay, let's see whether it looks fine. Once again, render has the element as the first, and which okay, this should be present here. Okay. Okay. This is it, I guess. Now let us see the errors which you'll be getting. So as you can see, it's saying get root host config is not defined and get root host config is not defined. So what we can do is just to show you, copy this, come here and paste it, save it. Now as you can see, it's saying get child host context is not defined. So in this way, you can go one by one and just paste it and tweak it. Okay, but just to save some time, I've already went ahead and I've created one, what should I say, config you can say. So I'll just copy this config and paste it here to save some time. Okay. So as you can see now there is no errors as such, and we'll be just be implementing these methods. Okay, not all the methods because it differs based on the host environment which you're going with. It can be browser, it can be Android or iOS mobile, or it can be a 3GS environment or PDF, etc., etc. So that's why we'll be just focusing for our own example. So the main, just to show this part, support mutation, just let you know. Support mutation is mainly for, there are two kinds of modes in which Reconcile provides us. One is the mutation mode, and another is the persistent mode. By default, if you don't know what you want to go with, you will be going with mutation one. And for our scenario, we are going with browser, which allows us to have methods like remove child or append child, etc. So we can basically mutate the nodes. So that's why we are going with support mutation. I just want to keep it simple, so I'm just explaining this way. Okay, and now we can go about just exploring some of the things. So first of all, let me do console.log, type, and props. Save. As you can see, I have a couple of things here. I have image A, img A, tags, etc. Basically, whatever we have for our app.jsx component, we are having it there. Okay. And by the way, we are not getting the app. Basically, reconcile or you can say React in one way is giving us only the host elements. Okay, or which is div, image, etc. In the case of browser or DOM, you can say. And what we'll be doing is like we'll be implementing this couple of methods. Okay, only based on your use case, you can go about implementing all the methods. But for our simple scenario, we just need to implement these couple of methods, which I found using trial and error, obviously. So what you do is like we need to create the element using a DOM API. So we need to create const element equal to document dot create element. Okay. Type is gonna be the type, and I need to return the element also. Okay, and I need to check whether the props has something called source. Basically, this is for the image type. Then what we can do is like we can do element dot source equal to source. Similarly, if we do if props dot class name, then element dot last name equal to props dot last name. I missed props here. I need to return the element. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing coming up. So what we do is like to we need to implement the append child methods also. Okay, it's nothing but just calling append child of DOM API. Similarly here also. As you can see, it's saying some issue with parameter is not of type. Okay, so I'm assuming it's coming from text instance. It's nothing but just text node. I'm assuming you know, like when you write span or something like that, here, whenever you write something like ABC, it creates a text node out of it. Okay, the browser itself. So something similar we have to do here also. Document dot create text node what with this text, and I need to return it also. As you can see now it's coming up fine, very much. But when you click, nothing is happening. Okay. Same way with count also nothing is happening here. So first let us handle the click of the links. Here as you can see I'm already doing using if I could do what like target etc blank like how we have in app.jsx, but it would become very much clumsy very fast. So what we can do is like we can write a for array here, and just for this example I'll be using the relevant ones. One is the style, second is class name, third is alt tag, then href, then target, then source. I'm gonna be running for each for everything. It's gonna have a key. And the key, what it's gonna do is like it's gonna check whether the props has that key. If it has, then it's going to basically assign it to the element. Okay, now let us see. It's working fine. Okay, count is still not working. We'll fix it. But here, as you can see, count let us come here. It's saying on click, but as you might have noticed, we need to again implement this also. So for now, I'll just do if props dot on click. If it has something called on click, then I'm gonna do element dot add event listener click props dot on click. Let's see whether it works fine or not. Okay, still it doesn't work fine. Okay, so we need to come here below, and as you can see here, we have commit text update method also, and we need to implement that also here. Okay, so for that, what we need to do is like we need to add text instance dot node value equal to what next text. Let's see. Okay, it still doesn't work. Let me see if I've missed something. We have text instance, we have parent instance dot append child, contain append child. Let me implement this method also. Container dot remove child, I guess. Let's see. The issue was with this, I guess. It should be value. Now let's refresh it. Once more, we're gonna see if say this is working fine. Links are working fine. Okay, nice, I guess. So this was it for this video, I guess. The main content, I think this was the main goal of this video was just to give you a starting point for how you can go about building a custom render. As you might have noticed, there are a lot of methods which I have not touched here, which deals with rendering as such. Like if you would like to remove elements and maybe suppose you would like to change the color of this background, then you would need to go about and implement the update methods like as prepare update, etc. Which again I did not require because for the simplified example. But I think this was a good starting point, I guess, and maybe in future I might create more advanced videos, I guess. But for this video, and if you would like to go further after watching this video, I would be attaching couple of links where you can go about uh, after this if you're interested more about going about building your own render. But I think that's it for this whole video, I guess, and hope to see you in other videos as well. And bye.